boys, today we are back, and in today's video I'm going to be going over my UFC Vegas 115 fight card predictions. Now these aren't my card predictions, I made those on Wednesday. Go check that out, check that video out. These are just some fun predictions like fight of the night, lock of the card, shit like that. A little bit of a betting prediction too. These videos never get any views, so probably no one's ever going to watch this. If you're watching this, comment fucking basketball or something. I don't know. I need a new video idea on Saturday because these videos never hit. Maybe I could, it's too late to do the fight reaction videos. I'm rambling. Let's get right into it. I'm going to start with this fight because I didn't actually predict this fight on Wednesday because it wasn't on the card. What the fuck is this fight? Why is this fight added, bro? Genuinely, when I saw this, I was like, whoa. Kai Kamaka, the guy that was fucking shit in the UFC and fights in like Tough Enough. Why is he back in the UFC and why is he fighting a guy that has yet to make his UFC debut? A no-name. Dakota Hope? Who the fuck are these people? Genuinely, who the fuck is Dakota Hope, bro? Like, am I missing something here, bro? What is this fucking fight, man? Why are you bringing Kai Kamaka back and why are you bringing Dakota Hope into the UFC? This guy better be like some fucking marauder prospect. This guy better be some like fucking goated prospect. Dakota Hope, I hope you win this fight. I know nothing about you. Kai Kamaka's ass, so I'm gonna go with you. Fuck it. I'm gonna pick Dakota Hope. This fight wasn't added when I was doing my predictions on Wednesday, so that's why I'm doing it here, like I said. But Dakota Hope, I don't know who the fuck you are. I don't know what fucking gym you train at. I know nothing about you, but I'm gonna pick you to win. Fuck it. Dakota Hope. Give me Dakota Hope over Kai Kamaka by second round TKO. I don't even know if you do take it. If you're a Khabib protege, I'm dumb as fuck, but sure, why not? Let's go with you. I don't know why this fight was made. Don't even know what Dakota Hope looks like. Kai Kamaka is just ass, though, and he's got taken a lot of damage. So give me Dakota Hope. Moving on, lock of the card. Give me, back to regularly scheduled programming here on my channel, give me Abdul Rahman Yakayev as the lock of the card. There's no way he loses to Brendan Ribeiro. I'm just going to keep it a buck. This dude Yakayev has I think he fought on the Contender, got a quick slam out there like 30 seconds and then fought Rafael Cerqueda, one of the worst UFC fighters of all time. Just literally went out there just to get chinned, and that's what he did. Ate a head kick in 30 seconds and then Yakayev got the submission. So this dude's got two finishes, one on Contender, one actually in the UFC, that have lasted like a minute and a half combined, not even, maybe like a minute combined. So this dude's a nasty finisher. Brendan Ribeiro, 17-9, shitty record, not a good UFC fighter, not UFC level. So Yakayev's going to go out there and he's going to just slam out Brendan Ribeiro. No doubt in my mind that this is going to happen. Bet the fucking house on Abdul Rahman Yakayev. He is a big favorite. Also, Tommy McMillen's a huge favorite over Manelo Zacchini, but I think Yakayev's a better prospect than McMillen. I think he's better just overall, so that's why I went with Yakayev to win. You can also put McMillen over Zacchini. That's probably going to happen, but I'm a little more confident in this one just because we've seen Yakayev perform in the UFC, and we've seen Ribeiro perform in the UFC, and he's dog shit, so give me Yakayev for lock of the card. Moving on, fight of the night prediction. Give me Chris Duncan versus Renato Moicano, man. There's some not good fights on this card. I see a lot of decisions. I don't see a lot of hype finishes. I don't see a lot of banger fights. Obviously, we're probably going to get one like random banger fight that's going to happen. Like fucking Ethan Ewing versus Estevan's probably going to fucking become like a war or something. Probably like fucking Darius Flowers versus Lando Venado is probably going to be a good fight, even though I have that later on in this video. But like one of those fights random fights is probably just going to be a straight war. But in my opinion, this is going to be fight of the night. I think Chris Duncan's going to show levels against Renato Moicano. Like I said in Friday's video, I think Moicano will get a takedown early on. I think he'll get a little bit of control time over Chris Duncan. But with that being said, I think Chris Duncan gets up at the end of the first, starts stings Moicano in the second and third round on the feet. Moicano shooting, Chris Duncan latches up a sub like in a little bit of a scramble and finishes Renato Moicano on the ground in round 3. That's my prediction, and it's going to be fight of the night because every other card on this fight's going to be shit. And I see Moicano putting up a little bit of resistance, fighting back a little bit, but his age, he's not that good. I'm sorry, guys. Renato Moicano's not that good. He has one good win in his entire career, and it's against BSD, and that was kind of fluky because he took him down in the first minute. And he didn't even take him down. If I remember, like BSD maybe like tripped or like something weird happened and he got BSD down. But other than that, he has no good wins. He's a little overrated in my opinion. Chris Duncan's younger. Chris Duncan is more hungry. Chris Duncan's way better on the feet. Chris Duncan's just as good on the ground. Yeah, I said it. Chris Duncan's just as good on the ground, bro. Renato Moicano's not that good on the ground. I'm sorry. Call me fucking dumb as fuck in the comments if you want, but Give me Chris Duncan. I think Moicano won't go out like a fucking slouch though. So, yeah, give me Chris Duncan over Renato Moicano in the main event. And give me as the fight of the night because I think every other fight on this card is going to be mid. Moving on. Performance of the night. Here we are. Give me Tommy McMillen over Manolo Zucchini. I think Tommy McMillen's going to get performance of the night just because I think he's going to go out there and probably slam out Manolo Zucchini in the first minute. This dude, Tommy McMillen, is crazy as fuck. He's probably just going to go out there and just go straight for him as Manolo Zucchini. And Manolo Zucchini's asked. He got brought into the UFC just to lose to Morgan Charrier in France. He's been out for 2 years, and now he's just getting fed to Tommy McMillen so he can just become a highlight for McMillen. So there's no doubt in my mind McMillen wins this fight. If he doesn't, he will never be anything in the sport. He will be a fucking failure. Not in my mind, just like in the UFC's mind, he'll probably be a failure if he goes out there and loses to Zucchini because Zucchini's just not UFC level. His last fight was terrible, but we haven't seen him in 2 years, so maybe he's been grinding for the past 2 years, and maybe, maybe he's the next coming of fucking Taporia or something. I don't fucking know, but in my opinion, Tommy McMillen should go out there and slam him out, especially since his performance on Contender Series was good against David Magoyan. That is Arman Sarukian's cousin, and he's fighting on the MVP card, which is kind of crazy, but Tommy McMillen went out there, handled Magoyan, who tried to wrestle him. McMillen had great takedown defense, great get-ups when he did get taken down, so I think McMillen's just 10 million times better than Zucchini, so give me performance of the night to McMillen because the UFC already likes him. He's Sean O'Malley's boy, and he's probably going to get a quick fucking finish by knockout. So performance of the night, Tommy McMillen. Moving on. Underdog of the card. This was hard because there's a lot of clear favorites on this card. Not a lot of good underdogs with value, but the best value I could find is Guilherme Pat over Thomas Peterson. What has Thomas Peterson done in the UFC to, garner this type of, I wouldn't even say like praise isn't the right word, like respect, I guess, in the odds makers' minds? He's not that good, and he just got slammed out by Shamil Gaziev. And Shamil Gaziev is ass. I'm sorry, I know he's everyone's fan favorite. I like him too, but he's not that good. And he has no cardio. And Thomas Peterson just got slammed out by him, but he's somehow the favorite against Guilherme Pat. Now, Guilherme Pat's not good either. Obviously, it's a heavyweight division. These guys are ass. But I think Guilherme Pat can probably beat Thomas Peterson. Guilherme Pat, I'm pretty sure, is a really good submission jiu-jitsu guy. Don't quote me because I don't remember his first fight against like Don Fry Jr. or Alan Fry Jr. They were both making their UFC debut. It was the most random fucking fight of all time. But Guilherme Pat won in the first round, so I don't know. I just think he'll beat Thomas Peterson. Fucking call me crazy. He'll probably beat Thomas Peterson, and he's like a plus 100 dog right now. So I'd put like him, McMillen, and Yakeyev on a parlay. It's going to be plus money because Guilherme Pat's plus money, so fuck it, I'd ride with those three. Throw like fucking 200, 300 on that bitch and just let it fly. Thomas Peterson is good on the feet. Maybe Guilherme Pat, if I'm not remembering, is just a god-awful on the feet, so Thomas Peterson may like be able to strike with him, but heavyweights are so shit. I think the undefeated, better guy on the ground usually wins, so give me Guilherme Pat over Thomas Peterson, I guess. He's the only, valuable underdog in my opinion. Maybe Haley Cowan over Alice Pereira because Alice Pereira is fucking, like, she's really bad. But Haley Cowan also is like 7-4 and not good either. So I don't know. This card's just so. Oh, Dana. One more week of this shit, boys, and then next week's UFC 327, which is easily the best card of the year, if it wasn't for the White House. Other than the White House, this is going to be card of the year, UFC 327. Yuri versus Alberg, Tyra Van. Oh my God, Blades. My boy Blades. I do fuck with Blades heavy. Fucking Reyes versus Walker. That's a guaranteed fucking KO. Pitbull versus Pico. Luque versus Gastelum. Randy Brown, Kevin Holland. Paulo Costa versus Azamat Mirzakhanov. Paulo Costa's winning that fight. Mark my words. I said that when it got announced. Paulo Costa's winning that fight. I just like puke or something. Anyway, Guilherme Pat over Thomas Peterson. Lock it in. Last thing I'm going to talk about, worst fight of the night prediction. I'm just going to go Darius Flowers, Lando Venata. Lando Venata's old as fuck and he hasn't fought in a long time. Darius Flowers is ass. I mean, just look at these guys' records, bro. I don't see one of them like going out there and just being good and getting a finish. I see them both going out there being mediocre as shit, just like their records show, not doing too much, like clinching, boring up against the fence, or just like staring at range, fucking boring fucking staring contest. I don't know, man. Don't have confidence in this fight being good at all. Can't tell you what Darius Flowers does good. Can't tell you what Lando Venata does good, but just what I'm sensing, bro. Look at these records. 12-7-2, 12-8-1. Why? Just why is this a thing? Like, why is this on the card? Good for them for making it into the UFC and fighting in the best organization, but why? Please cut the winner or just cut both. There's no reason to have either of these guys. No matter who wins, they're not getting the belt. They're not sniffing the top fucking 50. They're not sniffing another win in the UFC probably. Just cut both. But I know they're going to cut the loser, so this might be a good fight. They're fighting for their job. Hopefully one of them puts on a good performance, but in my opinion, this fight's going to be dog shit just like their record indicates. And it's probably just going to be like a 30, 27, 29, 28 boring staring contest, or just hold up against the fence, or just hold down on the ground, one of them. So yeah, worst fight of the night prediction easily to these two mediocre, not UFC level fighters. I'm sorry, guys. I hope one of you gets a good performance and stays in, but I'm not betting on it. So worst fight of the night, Darius Flowers. Underdog, Guilherme Pat. Performance of the night, Tommy McMillen. Fight of the night, Duncan Moicano. Lock of the card, Yakiaev. And what the fuck is this fight? Give me Dakota Hope. Hopefully you're a decent prospect and give some hype on the card. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. We're almost to UFC 327. Peace.